Elle had been living at Camp Sirius for about a month now. She still wasn't sure about fitting in, but everyone here was half-dragon, so no one really fit in anywhere. She now spent almost all day with Honora, Rowan, and Aberkin. It was a chaotic group, but they fit well together. They were getting to the point where in the training battles, that specific group of friends didn't even need to communicate to know what the others would do. The trainers made the mistake of putting them all on the same team one time. They defeated the other team in a matter of seconds. This was all just because Rowan and Aberkin kept sparring with each other, and so Honora and Elle decided to join in. Now they were becoming stronger than all the rest of the half-dragons their age. It wouldn't be long before they would end up stronger than the ones older than them. Arn summoned the four of them to his office one day. Sitting in the room was a young boy who seemed a bit nervous. The four stood waiting. "Hello, you four. I'd like to introduce you to Zukufu Mishikari. He will be training with us for a few months. I'd like you all to help him with his training as well. He will be staying in the fire cabin." Elle smiled at the boy. "My name is Elle. So, you are a half-fire dragon?" He shook his head with a smile. "Nope! I'm a full-blooded phoenix." Elle looked in shock at the boy. "What?" Zukufu laughed. "What? Did you think dragons were the only special creature that existed? Phoenixes can look human for the most part. I can show you my true form." Arn held out his hand. "Not in here, please." He noticed Zukufu getting a bit warmer, and he cooled himself off when Arn stopped him. "Sorry." Arn sighed in relief. "Do you think you can handle him?" Honora nodded. "Yes, sir." Zukufu chuckled. "You fool. No one can handle me." Rowan and Aberkin stepped forward. Rowan put a hand on Zukufu's shoulder. "We love a good challenge. Come on, we will give you a tour." The four dragon kids took the young phoenix around the camp. Aberkin kept an eye on the phoenix boy and asked, "So, what brings a phoenix to Camp Sirius?" "Training. I know how to turn into a phoenix, but there's a lot of fire abilities I need to work on. I learned a lot from my parents, but this is something we all do. My parents learned from Camp Draco when they were younger. By the way, I know the name Zukufu might be difficult, and it's stupidly long. You can call me Mishi." Rowan grabbed Mishi into a hug. "Well, Mishi, I want to see what you got here. Let's go to the training grounds and let you show off a bit." Mishi's eyes brightened in excitement, and then he let out a smirk that could have been perceived as evil. "Sounds like fun." They stood at the center of the training ground when Mishi prepared himself. "You might want to step back a bit." As the four of them stepped away, he began to glow. "Ha ha ha! Now we're talking!" His body began to erupt in flames as his entire shape changed. He let out a loud screech as he stood before them in phoenix form. The four of them took a step farther back, as just his phoenix form was nothing but fire, so it was scorching to them. He laughed. "What's wrong? Is it a little warm out?" Elle sighed at his attitude. "Maybe we're supposed to help him with self-control." Rowan laughed uproariously. "You chose the wrong group for that! How hot can you get, Mishi?" The firebird suddenly looked sad. "Hotter than this, but Daddy says I can't go too hot. Something about starting forest fires. I need to be careful. Also, it could hurt you guys as well." Honora bowed her head in thanks. "I'm glad you are thinking of us." Mishi started to shrink and cool down. He had turned back to human form. He smiled at him. "So, when do we start training?"